Hillary Scholten, West Michigan's first female member of Congress, took the oath of office earlier this month in Washington, D.C.
She represents the 3rd Congressional District, which is made up of Kent, Ottawa, and Muskegon counties, including the city of Grand Rapids.
And she is back in district after, let's just say, a very eventful start to her career in the House of Representatives. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. So first impressions, we got to say things got off to a kind of interesting start with the vote of the Speaker of the House, right?
It was very interesting. First of all, thank you so much for having me. It is so great to be back home in West Michigan, especially after an eventful start. You know, as the first woman and mother in history to represent this district, it was so special to have my kids with me there on the House floor. You know, I brought them intentionally thinking we would give them a view into history and a civics lesson. I didn't know we were also going to be giving them a math lesson as we counted vote after vote and how we would possibly get to the number that we needed to get a speaker.
Yeah.
So what do you feel are the needs that you can address of West Michigan as you get started here in Congress?
You know, one of the next things that we'll be doing as a Congress is getting our committee assignments. And that will determine our priorities for moving West Michigan forward. My top 2 committee choices are the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee and the Small Business Committee. We are seeing incredible growth here in West Michigan. The state as a whole is losing a little bit of population, but here in West Michigan, we're growing exponentially. We need a transportation system that can keep pace. Not only our regional public transit, but our airport and water infrastructure. We've got now the lakeshore in the district, so those will be a top priority, and our small businesses as well. Our wonderful patchwork of small businesses is what makes West Michigan so great. So making sure that we can deliver on those committees is a top priority.
And you know, the 3rd Congressional District, very blue in some places like Grand Rapids and Muskegon, and very red in Ottawa County. So how do you bring those 2 together to make them both feel like you're really giving them the representation that they want in DC?
Absolutely. This is something I have been doing my entire life, my entire career. You know, those who have followed me know I wasn't born and raised a Democrat, and like so many in West Michigan, you know, have sort of come to my own conclusions about where I find myself politically, especially with how the parties are identifying themselves right now. So making sure that I'm coming back to the district every week and talking to people who agree with me, who don't agree with me on votes I've taken and votes that are upcoming is just an absolutely critical way to make sure that I am reflecting the district as a whole. We're going to be making ourselves available through town halls, through communications like this going on, making sure people can see me back in the community, and our office is always open to hear from constituents.
Congresswoman Hillary Scholten, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. Thanks.